guys, I got up. This is gonna be a regular video, and I got some things to show you that I've finished objects, and some not so finished. And I got some happy mail from Nancy from um, I Love Yarn Too, or gosh, what did I not? I forgot to write that down. You know Nancy. Anyway, she's a great gal, and I'll wait till you see what she sent me. But first of all, I want to tell you, I'm making these hobo back. Just took them off of the thing there because I wanted to show them to you. I want to show them, and then if I don't have any takers for them, we'll do a. I thought maybe we'd do a not hobo. What is it called? Boho. Boho bags. I don't want to say hobo bags. They're BOHO bags. So I got some more cotton in on Saturday. So I made one from the yarn I got Saturday, and I've got some more that is going on in here. So I'll show you this little one I made. I might have shown you maybe on the live. I don't know, but I'm going to show you anyway. Now this is a little one, but look, I had this cotton, and it was in a hank. I mean, in a hank, and so I made this little. This is called the Breaking Boulder bag, and I did line it. Shoot, I don't know what I've done. I did line it. Oh shoot, got that line. Yeah, I did line it. See, I got it all lined, and it was real floppy because this is real soft cotton. So once I put the lining in it, it just so happened I had a matching little button to go with it. So this could be for a little girl or something, but yeah, so I got that all finished, and that's a Breaking Boulders bag, and and it is a pattern. I believe I paid for it probably a couple bucks. That's about all these, some of these. But anyway, this is like a smaller version. They have small, medium, and large. The pattern, whatever size that you want. So I have that one finished. Then I don't know if y'all remember this one, but it was had a rooster on it, and I put the rooster on there for Laura from Mad Mimi's Farming and Crocheting. So anyway, so I took the rooster off, and I put now I call them geckos. Somebody else called them something. They're lizards. I don't know what they are. But I thought this pen really nice with it. But this is a nice sturdy bag, and I think it would be a nice. It's a little, drawstring kind of bag, but it's nice and sturdy. I didn't even have to put the plastic stuff in there. But yeah, so it's a nice bag. I did not line it. I made it with the macrame cord, and so it's nice and sturdy, but it came out nice, I thought. So, but I can line it. If whoever buys it wants it lined, I can definitely line it. That is no big deal. Then, the one I made this weekend, I have not lined it yet. And this is, of course, the Urban Nomad boho bag. And this is like a not charcoal, but it's a gray. And then I added a lighter gray in the fringe. That fringe doesn't fall as nice as some do. Keeps wanting, but I guess in time I've been hanging it so that it'll hang nice. But it has it's supposed to be a crossbody, and this is the picture. See, there's this white, mine is gray, but it's the same type. So yeah, so I have that all done, and it has the long, across the body type strap. Ooh, it's very nice. Ooh, it's nice. Huh. But I decided to follow the not recipe, the pattern, and put a long strap on it, right? Okay, so we got that done. So that's 3, and that's the urban. And then I still have this beautiful bag here. And I didn't, I forgot to bring the pattern out. But you saw it before. I just wanted to let you know. And it's all nice and lined. And it's a big one. Of course, as you can see, it's a large bag. It was really hard to price them because when I saw what they were charging for these, I thought, oh, and I wasn't even charging full price for that. But anyway, so that'll be in the when we do the boho auction if no one buys it before then. So, set all my finished object but not finished. Does that make sense? Is did I not bring it with me? Well, I had it in my hand. Well, I guess I didn't. Guess I'm cracking up. Huh? I finished my sweater. I finished that. One is the front. I haven't. So you see, I haven't sewn it together yet. One is the back, and I got 2 sleeves. I got 2 sleeves. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my little boards out, and I'm going to block this before I sew it together, because I might end up doing. I know on the picture it's just plain. I'm sorry, I had it in my hand. I really did, but you know, things get lost between here and there. So anyway, I might have to maybe do something about it. We'll see how it looks when I get it blocked. It's nice and warm too. I like the look of the knitted, don't you? The sweater, the knitted sweaters. So anyway, all I have to do now is block, sew in the ends, and then sew it together. And that should be very, very simple to do. But I know last time I just had this done. So one night I said, that's it. I'm going to get this baby done, and I have got it done, except for sewing it together. So that's an accomplishment. So I've got that linen sweater on the needles. So I think what I'll do now is concentrate on that because this is a good time of the year for it. And I did make the 2 small sweaters for my sister, but she thought maybe they were too small. I haven't seen her yet or anything. So I said, well, daggone it. So I ordered her she likes army green. It is not one of my favorite colors. I think it's very dull or whatever, but she loves army green. So I found this cotton, and Mama Swift gave me the idea of where to get the acrylic when she wants me to make her sweater. But I started it, and is that the back? Yeah, that's the back. Here's the front. Okay, now I get messages and people says, how do you make that? Okay, I'm going to tell you. Y'all ready? Let's say now this is what I did. This is what I do, and I went through a lot of the. I went to 2 or 3, 4, maybe 3 different. There's not that many how to do raglans on YouTube. So anyway, here's the way I do it. When I did the small one, I used 75 stitches. Not enough. So I said, okay, I'll do 100. So I did 100 stitches. Okay, now you need 4 quarters, 4 corners, corner. You know what I'm saying? Corner. 4 of those. So that means that each side has 25 stitches, right? So you take and you divide the 25 in half, and that gives you 12 and a half, or say 12, okay? So when you start, let's just say I did a half double crochet around it, but you could do double. I got a mixture in here. So say you do half a double crochet for 12 stitches, then you put a corner there, because that beginning of that 12 stitches, that's going to be the middle of your back, okay? Then you stitch 25, and then you make a corner, which is say two double crochets, two chains, two double crochets. That makes your corner. Then you do 25 stitches, and at the 25th you do a corner, and then you go and get your fourth corner, and then you go in 12, the final 12, and that gives you the middle of the back. See? So this is where I started, right here. All right, so I did the 12, did a corner, 25, did another corner. Yeah, let's fill it up. Like, see? And then you have your little square or rectangle or whatever you want there. And then you just do your corners. And then when you feel like that you've got your arm length the way you want it, I think this is like 8 or 9 inches, because so we'll start right here. That'll be, and that's where I'll pick up the sleeve and do a sleeve on it. Okay, easy peasy. Just do it around, and you have to pick up the ends. Pick up the two of the corners here and join them right here. Oops, right here. It's where you join it for your arm, because you fold it in half, and then you've got your start of your raglan top, and just keep going. I'm doing some crosses and some half double crochets in between, just in the top part, I think, right in here. Give it a little something, and then I'll do the rest just solid. So yeah, and then I'll pick up stitches around my sleeve and make my sleeve. And you decrease your sleeve until if you want a long sleeve, a short sleeve, or whatever, or you don't want any sleeve at all, then you just make your go around it and do whatever stitch you want around it. But that's easy. I mean, that's easy, right? So 100 stitches, I think, is like it's like a medium, I would say. Medium, like 100 stitches. But it depends on which yarn you're using. So if you know the person that you're making it for, you can measure them and then do it that way. But I don't have her here to measure, so I'm like double guessing on this. And then I have my little book. Takes big balls to be a hooker. So I'm marking all this down, and I've got it. The title is Betty. It's a raglan top for Betty. And then when I go to see her, I'll measure her and put all her measurements in here. So yeah, so that I keep that right with it. I'm getting good at keeping up a little bit, not much, but a little bit. So has everybody got that now? Just divide the stitches by 4 and put your corners in halfway to start, so that you'll be in the middle of the back. Okay, and that's all there is to it. Then you can design it however you want. If you want to use stripes like I did on that other one, where I changed the yarn color, every 3 rows or whatever it was. Easy peasy. Now, have we got that? It's a little mousy tutorial, but it's so easy. I know anybody can do it. I know you can do it. Now, I showed you all my completed stuff, and so I have to show you what Jax sent me. Not Jax, I'm sorry, Nancy. Nancy sent me 2 of these baby cakes. But what was nice is I already had like 2 or 3 of them. She sent me 2 before. And there's like 500 and some yards. So I am going to make a sweater, a pink sweater out of this. It's soft. I really like it. And she sent me enough. I know when she got it at sale, she got it at Ollie's. And, but anyway, so now I have enough to maybe even do a big tunic sweater or something, So I'm really excited. That's going to be fun to make. So she sent me 2 of these. I think that's 2. Let's see, 2. Yeah. Yeah. And then I have a couple more in there. Then she sent me, and I love this color. She sent me Hometown Lion Brand yarn. It's 81 yards. It's a bulky 6. And I love this color, guys. I love this burnt, it's like a burnt orange. Oh, I don't know what color it's called. Oh, sugar maple. Stowe sugar maple. But there's only 81 yards in each one of these. But she sent me over 1,000 yards. One, two, three, four. I've counted it. It's over 1,000 yards of this. This I have. I have this this bulky yarn knitted thing that I want to make. That I keep messing up and I keep tearing it up and all that. Anyway, I'm going to use this because this is really going to be pretty. I don't do bulky a lot, but that'll be a great project. So I've got projects for everything. So Nancy, thank you so much. I love it. And wait till you see what else she sent me. You know, she knows I like to read, and and she sent me a card, and she said she loved me very much, and she gave me a kiss. But she sent me Patty Benning's Homespun Crochet Cozy Mysteries, Book 1 and 2. Look at that. Isn't that cool? So I am really looking forward to, I could read this in no time, but I bet it's a nice little story. I was trying to find out more about Patty Benning, but there's not much. I'm going to go online and get some information on her. This was just copyrighted last year. Las Vegas, Nevada. Anyway, so I'm going to check on her, and I'm going to read these 2 great books. Now, are y'all ready for this? I laughed. I sat here and laughed for an hour. And I read it twice. Maybe it was 3 times. She sent me this book called Frank, the Farting Flamingo. Isn't he cute? I loved it. And there seems to be a whole series of these farting. But you can collect them all. Look at them. Oh, they're so funny. But it is so cute. Now you think I'd read this to a child. But there he is. Look at him. He's flying off. Just a fart in the face. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you guys. That woman is crazy about me. Isn't it cute? I'll have to read the whole story and tape it and send it and post it for you. But there's all kinds. Listen. It says, "Hi, I'm Frank. People call me Frank the Farting Flamingo. I'm not sure why everyone farts. The truth is, farting is so common that we can even give them names. See how many of these you have experienced. Are you ready?" There's the silent ninja. The silent ninja. This one is sneaky. It comes out and no one even knows because it's so silent. But just because it's quiet doesn't mean it doesn't pack a smelly punch. It stinks bad. Have you ever released a silent ninja? The next one is the common quack. Quacks can range from a mere mumble to a loud megaphone. There's one thing they have in common. This duck always has the bad breath. I finally leave. He's laying there, he's going, ah, final relief. There's a couple in here that are, well, you'll just say, that's me. And then there's the hot biscuit. This deadly hot biscuit. This deadly air biscuit is too hot and thick to produce sound. It just creates a really bad odor. What is that smell? What's that smell? Oh, wow. Something reeks. The next one is the butt putt. Our favorite. The butt putt. This fart is sort of cute and could easily be mistaken for someone popping their bubble gum. The butt putt. Oh my gosh. The grenade. This is probably the loudest of all farts. At first you hear a loud boom and then the shock waves come rushing in and you have to leave the room. The running fart. This one happens when you're running. It's a fart that slowly escapes with every step you take, like the slow release of a balloon. In order to not let it all go, you might intentionally run slower. Then there's the car ride fart. This is the fart where everyone gets mad at you. It happened on the way to school, on the ride home, or right before practice. You didn't mean it, so you argue that research indicates it's much healthier to release gas than to hold it in. Then there's the party fart. The party fart got its name by a very potent odor, strong enough to make quite a few people look around. The trick here is not to identify the fart, but the farter. It says this is almost impossible unless the farter panics and starts a fit of coughing or starts staring at the ceiling or the sky as though something up there fascinates him, in which case he is the one. Super common. So you see, you may have experienced one or more of these kinds of farts, which makes you a farting flamingo too. You can't prevent farts from happening. If you don't believe me, ask my friend Fritz, the farting reindeer. Don't know what he's talking about. That's what the reindeer says. That's not my fault. No. This is so cute. It's just so cute. But isn't that Frank the farting flamingo? It made my day. Thank you so much, Nancy. I love this book. It's going to go in my flamingo cabinet there that you see on that back wall. That is so funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I want to do an update. Of course, you know, no, you don't know. Last week I started getting water in my pan under my water heater and air conditioning unit inside here. So I call them. They come in, they take the water out, they go and they look around trying to figure out where the water's coming from. Thought they resolved it. Next day I get up, water in the pan. So I call them again. So they come out and he said, everything was cleared out, everything looked good. Here, excuse my hair. I went to sleep while it was wet. So anyway, it's at the top of the ceiling in the room where the water heater and air conditioner is. Mole, black mole. It was coming from the third floor, had a leak in their air conditioner. They were on vacation, and it's been leaking down on all in every apartment down the road here. 3 of us. So he came in the first day, and I think he sprayed Clorox up there in the ceiling, which they say is the first thing you do when you see mold like that. And it was black. So The second day he came in and he had some special stuff. And that night I went on get some information from HUD and from the Sarasota health authorities to find out what should be done about this and so on and so forth. And it's a rental and it's by HUD. And they said to send an email to HUD, which I did. Also to the, I couldn't find the contact for the, Sarasota Housing Authority or whatever it is. But they said HUD, since HUD is like, subsidize this. So anyway, he came in the next day and he started spraying this stuff. The second day now, he started spraying that stuff in the up in the ceiling and the walls and stuff. And man, that whatever that was, I just started losing my voice, which means that my windpipe was starting to swell up. And I started to feel dizzy and all that stuff. So they took me outside. And he said he didn't realize I was so sensitive to odors. I said, oh my gosh, yes. I said, I have been sick for months now. And I'm beginning to wonder, this out of breath, if this is caused by the mold getting in my air conditioning unit. I said, the airflow thing is right there. The mold's right there. And it's just coming in. So he came in the next day and did another, spray, and then he's been checking it every day. And there's no more leak. It turned out that the guy on the third floor who's been away for how long, I don't know, there was a leak in his air conditioning pipe. It was just leaking and leaking. It was full of water and all. It was coming down into both floors. So today I went and got my groceries, and when I got back and I was taking my groceries in and everything, I feel so much better. I am a little bit, just a teeny bit short of breath, but nothing like I was before, where I just couldn't catch my breath. So, and I can smell a difference when the AC comes on. I can smell a difference in the air when it comes on. Now Rosie, I can't say as much for. She's all clogged up. I don't know what to do about her. But I've been raising her head up and, rubbing her right in here so that the drainage will go down, and she'll get over it. But I just, she's just having a hard time with the allergies and stuff like that too. So I think we found the answer to what my problem is, and I'm not going to give up on it yet because, I sleep with a CPAP on. So if that gets into the filter and everything there's a filter that I have to replace and keep clean, and then another little white filter. So if that gets in there and it was going into my lungs, no wonder I was sick. So once he sprayed that stuff, I cleaned all my CPAC stuff. So it's been so much better. I mean it. It has been so much better. So, I mean, not 100%, but I would say like 75% better. Yep, much better. So thank God, thank God. So maybe now I have more energy and that I can do more stuff in here. We got a lot of stuff I want to do, and I haven't felt like doing it. So those are my and on top of everything else, we get a notice on our door. And I just signed a lease here, right? That our rent is going up $100 starting June 1st. These are low-income people that live here. They're like Social Security, they're old farts like me. And we just, $100 is a lot of money. So I've got to do some work and sell some stuff to you guys so that I can meet my rent. No, the one thing I am going to do is I'm going to, why am I telling you all this personal stuff? The one thing I am going to do is get rid of the cable. I don't watch anything on cable. It's mostly YouTube. I'll keep my Wi-Fi, cancel the, regular cable, and that would probably knock $100 right there because I pay a lot for cable and hi-fi. Hi-fi, baby. Wi-Fi. So I'm going to work that out with them. So I'm going to maybe pick a day. You know, you got to pick a day to call these people. So I have some things there. And I'm better. I might not have to go through that stress test and all that stuff. So that's good. I didn't make it to the it was Friday. I didn't make it to the doctor. That was the endocrinologist about my thyroid. I didn't make it. I was having an asthma attack, and there's no way I was going to huff it and puff it down there. So I didn't go. And I really don't need to go, really. I think I'll just leave myself alone. Go with the flow, baby. So anyway, that's it. That's it. Oh, I wanted to show Nora had asked about my dolls. And these are the two that I have made that are, right. And my dolls, I think I charged $25 for them, or $28, something like that. I had to go up a couple bucks because of the shipping, but I could still send them in envelopes, so that's good. That'll be even better. So anyway, that's what they are, $25, Nora. I'm sorry I'm not good at answering emails. I just on my phone, I can't even hardly see the buttons to write an email on there. So I have to go on this thing here. So anyway, I think that's all the exciting news at my house. Oh, my brother-in-law yesterday he was transferred back to rehab, and Betty says all he does is sleep. And she's going to try to figure out today what they've been giving him. He's not even shaking. She said he's just sleeping. So she's going to check on the medications and see what they're giving him. I wish she was a little bit more proactive, but, what can you do? So that's the news there. So hopefully I'll get up maybe to see her at the end of this week since I'm feeling better. I think that's marvelous. Marvelous. So, and it's a shame that I don't know somebody named Frank. I know nobody named Frank. No, nobody. So, anyway, Sharon from Sharon Crochet Corner, it's going to be very missed. I miss her terribly. And because it's like you see her every day, she passed away last week. So they're gonna her husband said that came on the day that she passed away and said that he had that she paid for the room throughout for the year, and she would want us to keep the Zoom room going. So that's what I'm doing, and I think she would want that too. It's just very personal. I think because we worked so hard in getting her that chair, and I'm glad that she had was able to get it and enjoy it. And I guess she had it for a year, before she passed, a good year. So remember her family in your prayers, and the Zoom girls. A lot of people are hurting, and it's very sad. But I'm still here, guys, still kicking. So you better watch out. You better watch out. My morbid sense of humor. Dark. I think someone said I had a dark sense of humor. But she loved it. She loved it. What was I going to say? I was going to tell you to go. Oh, remember the sweater I made for Penny? The Make and Do crew? And it had the seam up the front and the seam on the seam was on the outside of the front and back. And it's just one piece. Debbie, the Canadian crotcher, made it. It looks great. She did it in a great yarn that I had never seen before, but it looked great. I'm so proud of you, Debbie. It looks great. It looks so comfortable, too. I know. That's what Penny said, too. It's just so warm and comfortable. So I'm glad you made it and enjoy it. And I'll pass along another sweater. You never know. I love making garments. And plus, the one thing that I had, Debbie, is I had her measurements, so I knew when to stop on the length. I knew where to increase it, and then in the sleeves, I measured her arms. So her arms were very short, so I didn't do the whole, the whole. When I got this, the main part of the sleeve done, I had her try her arm through it, and then I allocated the rest of it for the cuff. So I had the advantage of, well, hell, you can measure yourself, can't you? Sure, you can. But it was more fitted on her than yours is on you. But you did a great job. I love it. I love that fabric, that yarn that you used too. I think that was super. So, okay, girls, I'm out of here. See, nice and short and sweet, right? And I'll keep you posted when I'm ready for my little auction. And you saw my cabinet right there. There it is. They moved it in last week, and I'm putting all my flamingo stuff in there and store some of my, um, pieces of um, Waterford and Harriet and stuff in there. So it'll look nice. So anyway, I love you guys. Take care. See you soon. Don't forget, uh, say a little prayer. And remember, tell everybody that you love them when you see them. It's very important. Bye.